about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Carr going to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As his
Yeah, they do that junk. What's happening, fellas? They do that junk and be a nigga that'll never make the play. What's up, Jew Brazil?
At the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped
what's up
on
with
the
the
first
team,
run,
man?
it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Extra point up and good by Sanders.
You're ugly right now, man. You're ugly. Ugly in the D.
And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put it into it.
Is Dallas available? Are you going
to
to
kick
Dallas?
this one away, and off it goes.
We was just talking about that earlier, nah.
This fielded a few
I'm gonna let
yards into
Dallas
the
know
end
where they
zone.
at, dog.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25.
I ain't gonna lie to you, G, man.
And now here
Because you're
come the
real
Raiders.
I really want to go to
last
Atlanta.
time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
That's where I really want to
Big
go.
no-no. Put that in capital
Well, I won't go
letters.
to Atlanta.
Turning it over. The other team takes it down and
I know you
scores.
ain't going to
That could
Atlanta
be a
if your life
deflator
depended
for a
on it.
football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and get things on.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can.
That's
pick
like me
those
going to
back
play
up.
with the Eagles
He
or
is going to be
something.
stopped cold
Right.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nah.
A loss of a yard there to start out.
But
That
I
leads
go
to
play
a
with the
2nd and
worst
11.
team on the game first. I play with the Eagles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10,
on the field.
and way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. As
Oakland
his
at
guys
Ivy.
are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a
I'm
great play. As an
so
athlete
sorry.
going a
That
long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out.
Got time for a couple, but it's going to have to be that program 3 on 3.
Talking with him on the field before the game, he said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
We're going to go for the team again, so you need to put
right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles.
I'm trying to get to the LeBron shit, so if you're around, we could definitely get with it.
Man, what's the boot camp shit?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. 23 yards on the play.
That's what we call it.
Looking to throw. Caught by Wilson.
Yeah. I know that's right, G-Man. I know that's right, G-Man.
A Miami first down, that one going
Nah, you
for a
spoke
gain
the
of
truth
11.
the first time, brother, man.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Nah, tell you better throw them over against me.
Now a quick throw is and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4.
He said after that game y'all played last time, he didn't
4
think you
yards on that last completion, so that's 2nd and 6.
You right about that. You right about that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I don't even have a rebuttal, nigga, because I'm stuck right now.
These two teams all tied after one.
Right now, like you said, you in your crib, you got your little, I don't know if it's your family or lady, I don't know what it is. So you're doing your thing, nigga. I put it that way.
Waiting on that 21 bid, waiting on that 21. Yeah, you know I'm coming straight to whatever division you in, man. Yeah, come whatever division you in, man. Now, to be honest, though, it's whatever division TJ in, to be honest, right now.
Oh, shit. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Go ahead on, chill out, bro.
Hey, what's up?
To have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
Oh, Jay Black ain't who?
This is all he gets. He'll just sit there and have and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. It'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Yeah.
That.
Extra point
Peyton
and
just
good
left
by
with Cheyenne to pick up
and
some
that
food.
makes the score
Cheyenne and
14
Tom
to 7.
They gone, nigga, so.
That nigga came out like they gone, nigga. I feel you good, nigga.
Yeah, she just left, man. So,
Had the touchdown
I'm
run
here.
to put an
As long
end to
as
it.
you call me, bitch, I'm here. You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, shit, nigga.
Look, soon as she get back,
So,
I might have
be
The
careful.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
Tell Miss
send
Brenda we
this
said hey,
one
too.
away.
All right.
This fielded a
Later,
few
bro.
yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hard.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing his car on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Oh, what the fuck? Boy got the ATL
First
still,
down.
huh?
He'll drop to throw it. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
A touchdown got to come out
across
of
the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw his Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Right now.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I do that because it's something I'm been practicing on.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Come on, fellas.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Carr, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The first carry for Josh Adams. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable for Grant. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll drop the throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I think that's the tight end. That's probably why.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And out of the pitch, the ball's loose.
He's stupid. Dude, come on. He's stupid that fast.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in the East Bay. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll look to throw.
You can catch it too, man.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now back to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
No, I gotta find out in real life what that was my dude her side, though.
No, not her at all. It's one of our guys.
She's singing, too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left scales way
I'm
behind.
going on with
But
the
he used to
nice
sing
off of
something
those
about
records,
turning out the
damn
lights.
shit,
The party was over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
They
And
can
no
move
run
like that
back
nigga
here.
about
This will be a
50. That nigga
touchback,
like
and it comes out to the
42.
25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catch.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Emmanuel Ogbah in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw here. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
He wouldn't have blew that, brother.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date.
Yes, they do.